Welcome to the speaking section of IELTS examination. My name is Sapna Dhamija and I would be your examiner for this part of the test, and this test would be recorded. May I know your full name, please?
My full name is Nimanpreet Kaur.
How may I address you?
You may call me Niman.
Oh. May I see your identification, please?
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, Niman, where do you live?
I am born and raised up in Haryana, but I'm currently living in Brampton. I'm visiting my home country for a short time.
Okay, do you study or work?
I am currently employed and I'm working in healthcare back in Brampton.
Now, few questions will be based on doing something well. What are you good at doing?
I'm really good at doing art and creative things. Um, Basically, I like doing art and craft, which has all my creativity, and I get inspired from nature and some of the aspiring actors. So basically, I draw landscapes.
Good. How long have you been doing it?
Um, I would say I've been doing it since childhood because I was very fond of natural beauty. So I've been doing it since I was very young.
So before proceeding further to this interview here, I would like to inform that at your IELTS partner, we are offering online classes for IELTS and spoken English. If you guys wish to enroll, then you can. Either you can join our all the modules, be reading, writing, listening, or speaking, or you can pick individual module, either separate listening, separate reading, speaking, or writing. It is your choice. The number is displayed below. Either you can contact us or WhatsApp us. The best part is that before joining our classes, you can get one free demo class and then you can decide to enroll in our classes. Thank you so much. The number is displayed below. Do you think it's important to do things well?
I would say, in my opinion, there's no need to do it with perfection. Perfection comes with the time. So as long as we are doing it consistently, then it should be fine.
Mhm. Okay, is there something new you would like to learn to do well?
Yes, right now I'm developing an interest in filmmaking, so I've been getting some classes from some really good educators and some of the well-known directors. So this is all what I can say right now.
That's wonderful. Now, few questions will be based on staying with old people. Have you ever spent time living with older people?
Yes, I've spent a lot of my time with my grandfather, and actually the purpose of this visit to India was because of my grandfather, because I really wanted to spend time with him, and I really missed him overseas.
Oh, what did you learn from them?
I do learn different values and culture and background from them, which includes the life experiences which they had, and they also advise me on my future endeavors.
So, Niman, do you think old and young people can live together easily?
In my opinion, I would say no, because I've seen a cultural and a lot of more differences in the mentality as well. So as long as they are separated, and they would have the barrier of the age gap, which we can say that they are having right now. And on the other side, I've seen people living together as well. So it really depends on their families and the group of people which are living together.
Okay, how do older people and younger people usually spend their time together in your country?
In my country, I would say the older people spend time doing recreational activities, because I see most of the time they are free because they're retired. But I have also seen the younger people spending their time more on social media and learning new skills. So I would say they have their own ways to spend their free time.
Okay, now few questions will be based on having a break. How often do you take a break during the day?
Um, if I talk about myself, I take breaks every 30 minutes just to make sure that I'm off my screen because my work is all about screens. So if I'm watching the screen for a very long time, it affects my eyes. So I prefer to take shorter breaks.
Okay. What do you usually do when you take a break?
I usually blink my eyes often just to make sure that my eyes feel hydrated, and I often put eye drops in my eyes.
Oh, great. Do you think taking short breaks is important while working or studying?
Yes, I feel like it's important to take shorter breaks because it uplifts our mood and it makes our mood fresh, and I would say that yes, it really helps.
Okay, good. How do you feel after having a break?
To be honest, I'm completely a different person after taking a break.
How?
I would say that during the break, I just spend time with myself, and I just feel that um, I can have some time alone, and I can brainstorm on some of the ideas which are going in my mind during the work period.
Okay, Niman, this is end of the part one. Now
Mhm.
I'm going to give you a cue card.
Okay.
Okay, so this is your cue card, Niman, and I'm giving you 1 minute to plan your answer, and you will have to speak between 1 and 2 minutes. And if you wish to make notes, then you can use paper and pencil for
Sure.
making
Thank you.
notes. Okay, yes, Niman, your time starts now. You may start speaking.
As I'm a travel freak, so I spend most of my time traveling all across the world. I would like to share my recent experience of visiting my aunt and um, having a really good trip to US. It was basically for a wedding, which was a week long, and I spent most of my time with my family because it's been really long time since I went to US, and it was my second visit to them. And I have seen my most of my cousin for the first time, and I would say I've really enjoyed the quality time which I've spent there. To be honest, it was exhausting as well because it was a week-long trip, and we had, I think, 7 or 8 events in that period of time. But I spared some time to be solo as well because it was a solo trip, and I spent some time going out solo, and I've seen some of the natural beauties over there, which includes Hollywood Walk of Fame, and I've also seen Griffith Observatory, Hollywood Sign, and more things over there. And I also saw one of my good friend there who used to study with me back in India. And to be honest, it was a really good trip, which I would say, and I will definitely go back there because one of the cousin which I met there, I was able to connect with her really well. So we are actually planning to get a birthday trip over there, and at last I would say that it was a really amazing trip, and I would like to go again there. To be honest, I would say that I will spend most of my time right now to plan this trip well, because my cousin is the only one which I'll be staying with. So I would say that this
Yeah,
will
yeah.
be the future trip which I'm planning, and I'm also thinking to grab some gifts for her, which will make this trip more special, and it will be sponsored by her only.
Okay, great. Okay, thank you so much. This is end of the part two. So, Niman, I'm going to ask some follow-up questions,
Mhm.
and all the follow-up questions will be based on the cue card.
Okay.
Do you think it is a good choice to travel by plane?
Um, Personally speaking, I would say that it's a good choice going on a plane because it saves our time instead of traveling on a car or or other public transports.
Why you consider it's good?
As I mentioned earlier, it really saves most of our time, which is included in the traveling, and um, um, I would say plane is the best option right now, which we can opt for because it offers more comfort than traveling on a public transport.
Okay, so what other reasons why you considering it's a good choice to travel? Some other reasons, can you tell me?
Reason for the travel?
Yeah, traveling by plane only.
Oh, okay, traveling by plane. I would say I've already mentioned about the travel time which it
Mm-hmm,
saves,
mm-hmm,
but I would say that it also gives us more comfort and it is a luxurious
mm-hmm,
experience which we can have if we are traveling through business class, which
mm-hmm,
is not offered in the other public transport options,
mm-hmm.
including our personal vehicle as well.
Okay. What are the differences between group traveling and traveling alone?
Um, so I would say there are many differences which I would like to talk about right now. So the first difference will be the peace of mind,
Mm-hmm,
because personally speaking, I would prefer going solo because whenever we are traveling in the group, we have to take the advice from each and every person,
mm-hmm.
and not every person is same, and not every person's interest on traveling
Also
is same.
similar.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's not similar.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So traveling solo is if I'm traveling solo, I would say I would spend most of the time without even thinking that.
Can you tell me something general, not personal?
Okay, so generally, I have seen people traveling solo because in their cases they don't have time to just think about anything. They can go at any random restaurant which they like,
Mm-hmm,
and if they are traveling in a group, they have to take advice, and they have
mm-hmm,
to consider everyone for traveling, and even the food choices of the people are different.
mm-hmm,
So I've seen many people not vibing along when they're traveling just because
mm-hmm.
their interests are not similar.
Okay. Okay. What do we need to prepare for a long journey?
For a long journey, I've seen people preparing a week in advance. Not even a week. I've seen people planning a month in advance so that they make sure that they don't forget anything.
Mm-hmm,
It includes um, shopping and getting appropriate outfits for the trip,
mm-hmm,
and also making itinerary where they have to travel and
mm-hmm.
see the places, and they have to also research what kind of transports and vehicles are used over there so
Mm-hmm.
that they can plan and book their accommodation and the rentals
Mm-hmm.
accordingly.
Okay. So why this is important to prepare in advance according to you?
um, so in this case, I would like to share some of the incidents which happened in my workplace. So what happened was we were traveling to a different country for a work trip, and it was not planned at all. So traveling in advance saves our time,
Mm-hmm.
first of all, and it would also require um, it would also require.
And I think that don't you consider that it really we can just break up the last minute hassle.
Yeah, yes. So in this case, I would say that it break the last minute hassle, because if we have already planned in advance,
Mm-hmm.
we are at a peace of mind that
Mm-hmm.
everything is planned.
Okay.
If it's not planned, then we just have to go with the flow, and it can end up to a blunder.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yes, Niman, why do some people like making long journeys?
It really depends on person to person. If they are planning to make a longer journey, maybe they are trying to escape from their work
Mm-hmm.
and the actual problems which they are facing right now.
Mm-hmm.
They just need some time to get maybe a fresh start, so
Yeah.
that they plan the long journey.
And don't you think that some people, when they visit another countries, then they consider that they must have longer time to cover up everything when they are, especially while visiting to other countries?
It really depends on person to person. If they like that country, then I would say yes, they would
Mm-hmm.
need some longer time
Longer
to
time.
spend there, because I think that in a shorter period of time, they won't be able to travel everywhere
Mm-hmm.
in that specific country.
Okay. Why do some people prefer to travel abroad?
Um, I've seen people traveling abroad. The main reason of the travel which they make is to just get along the community over there,
Mm-hmm.
and to see how the things work over there, because uh, there are most of the things over here are managed by our parents only. So if they're traveling over there, they would see how people are engaging themselves in other activities as well, and how their work and other personal experience, how they're doing their day-to-day life activities, and
Mm-hmm.
they want to have a fresh start over there. And if
Mm-hmm.
they're planning to move there permanently, then it's a good time, good idea to travel there first and check whether they can stay there or not.
Okay. Thank you, Niman. This is end of the test. Thank you
Thank you.
so much. So now this is time to give the feedback for this interview. At here today, I'm giving 7 band score to Niman. Actually, this interview varies between 7 and 7.5, but I'm giving her 7 band score. So here I am telling the reasons that what happened in part one, cue card and follow-ups. First of all, I would like to talk about the part one. I'm quite satisfied and quite happy with her part one because she had given me the complete answers. She had taken care of the 4 criteria: fluency and coherence, lexical resource, grammatical range and accuracy, and pronunciation. Everything was wonderful in the part one. And even in the part one, she had taken care of the length also. This is very important that while answering in the part one, you have to speak between 2 and 3 sentences. And she had taken care of the length also in the part one. Coming to the part two, I had given a cue card where she described well. Grammatically, she had done some mistakes here. First of all, I would like to talk about the fluency and coherence. Fluency wise, she was quite good. She was speaking without much efforts. She was very much polite and she had taken care of the fluency, the intonation, sound, everything. However, in the coherence, she forgot to use some connectors in between. So this is very important. Then while speaking to the cue card, this is important. Even in the entire speaking, this is important. But in cue card especially, this is very important for every candidate. While speaking, try to use some connectors. While jumping one point to another point, she could use so many connectors which she missed. But in the end, she said in the last, this was only one connector she used. And she had done in the lexical resource, she was good. No, not enough, but she was trying to use some good words. In the GRA part, grammatical range and accuracy, she was maintaining good sentences with compound and complexity as well. However, she had done some random errors. When once she said one of my friend, so it's like not one of my friend, one of my friends. And again, uh, she said one of my cousin, it's one of my cousins. And moreover, to be honest, she repeated twice or thrice in this cue card speaking. So repetition is not allowed. This is for everyone. And overall, it was good. If I talk about the pronunciation, this is great. Coming to the last part, the follow up. In the follow-up part, there I asked some questions to her. Even I asked some WH family-based question, why and how. She was tackling very well. However, she was doing some random errors in that too. First of all, this is very important. You must have strong opinion. When I asked her a first question, do you think it's good choice to travel by plane? Then firstly, she gave me just one idea about the time. So she could talk more about various other reasons that why this is good choice to be travel by plane. But whether like later on I was asking why, how, then she was explaining one by one those idea, comfort, luxury, and one more idea she had given. But when examiner is asking these type of questions to you guys, then this is important, try to break into different reasons, like first of all, secondly, thirdly, last but not least. But here she missed that. She was answering me after when I was exaggerating her, when I was just persuading her or convincing her, give me more ideas, only then she was giving me those ideas. And then in some other questions she had done some mistakes, but otherwise in the follow up, this is really very important, give the strong opinion. Somewhere she was quite strong, and somewhere she was unable to give the right opinion, and she was giving some personal examples also in the opinion part. Try to use some general examples, even if you have some personal or some private experiences, just make it general, generalize it rather than personalizing it in the opinion part especially. Thank you so much, hope this will be helpful.